Okay, so here we are, OUJ, lesson 228 in the season of our COVID wars, number 4, continuing with. What chord is that? Nobody knows. Continuing with the blues, the OUJ sort of blues songbook. And we're taking a look at Kansas City. Hopefully everybody can see that. And we just finished with Give Me One Reason. And we talked about, and Give Me One Reason was in the key of A. And here we are with Kansas City in the key of A. And if you take a look at 2 measures of A, 2 measures of A7, we'll call that 4 measures of A just between us. 2 measures of D7, that makes 6. 2 measures of E7, the A, B, C, D. A is the 1, D is the 4, E is the 5. So again, we're on a 1, 4, 5 progression. E7 is 1, so that's 7. D7 is 1, that's 8. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. E7 is 9. D7 is 10. A is your 11th measure or 11th bar. And then E7 is, you hit that twice and throw in a rest, and you've got 12 measures or 12 bar blues. We're right back at it. And what did we do with that? We did A7. And if we wanted to, we did D7 on an island, 2020, or we did a barred. And back to A. 2 measures. They got some crazy 1 measure B7, crazy little wind there, or crazy wind. And I will hit you 1 measure 1. So it's not super consistent throughout, and I have a story to tell, but generally I put in most places, a -2 where you want to play 2 measures and no numbers at all when you only want to play 1 measure, and 2 slashes where you want to hit it twice, like that. But I swear I made this into a landscape format and I put in the dots and I can't find it anywhere. And so I'm looking through all my printed out sheets and I found it. I mean, the real Kansas City with the dots and the everything. And I did it in 2020, and evidently I didn't save it. And so we're stuck with this relic, this OUJ relic chord chart, but you can handle it because you are quasi-professionals. Now, get to that 3rd section. I might take a train. You got an A. You can let it ring or just throw a finger up there and stop that ringing. Might take a train. And put all your fingers down if you want, or just a couple fingers. Might take a train, might take a plane. If I have to walk, I'm going just the same. And you can see that the might, the A is right above the might. And then the A is right above the might again. I might take a plane above the if, but if I have to walk. So the chords are precisely above the lyric where you're supposed to hit that chord. Going just the same. Pick up your strum again at going. Going just the same. Kansas City. And then with those E7 stops, you'll remember from Give Me One Reason from Tuesday that we were doing, instead of hitting, so we come to an A. But instead of hitting the E7 twice at the end of each line, we were doing A. Then we're going D7, D sharp 7, E7, 2nd position E7. Just keeping that same barred D7 shape and going 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret. And if you can't bar your D7, that's fine. Just put a finger down just to get the movement. it's going to feel, a little bit sharp in tone because you don't have that finger down on the first string, but at least you would get the movement. 1 and 2. That's kind of nice. So that was kind of fun. We did that on Tuesday, and we'll do it with this song too. So let's just do that first verse just to kind of get or we'll do the intro. 1, 2, 3, 4. Want to slide your E7, and back to A.
Can't hear you, Bob.
Thank you. See, that's the problem.
Just the ukulele is
No,
not.
no
Yeah.
worries, no worries, no worries. Yeah, so funny. I'm so funny. Let's see. Now you're going to be able to hear me. See there? Let's try this. That was kind of.
What did you do?
Turn my original sound on. Okay. Let's try that again. I don't know, once I share, I don't know where to find that original sound at. That's okay, but hopefully now you can hear it. Yes?
Yes, hear you singing and the uke.
Great, thank you. Okay, where were we? We're in the intro. 1, 2, 3, 4. A7. Now that E7, you always have a choice. Once you learn that second position E7, you can jump down there and come from a higher E7 to a lower E7, or you can do your regular E7. And there you've already got your finger planted on the right point to do a bar. Just slide it over to the 3rd fret. Ha! So let me see what else happens here. We did this mute scratches. We did that. We'll do the, we'll do that do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. We'll save that till the end. Let's just get through the song and then we'll fool around with the ending. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to Kansas City, here I come. I'm going to Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. So there I took my 4 beats of my E7, and I did 3 beats on that second position E7. And then I took the 4th beat and I moved everything to the 3rd fret for a transition to my 2nd fret D7. So I did, they got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. Second verse, I'm gonna be standing on the corner, 12th Street and Vine. I'm gonna be standing on the corner, 12th Street and Vine, with my Kansas City baby and a bottle of Kansas City wine. And there I did my 3 beats on E7, moved it to the 3rd fret, 3 beats on D7, moved it to the 1st fret, again transitioning to the A. Second, 3rd, 4th fret. That's kind of fun. But I just want to tell you something. 2, 3, 4. Well, I might take a train, I might take a plane, but if I have to walk, I'm going just the same. So most of the time for our OUJ careers, we've been hitting these mutes and just singing a cappella. But you can, these are all 4 beats. So you're singing a cappella for another 3 beats after you hit the A. So you can just keep going with your strum, down, down, up, up, down. Except your first down, you're hitting the A. And maybe that would help you keep time. Here it's laid out pretty well. Sometimes our stops don't have any lyrics involved, and so we have to kind of count in our head, stop, 2, 3, 4. But if you had a regular strum going, stop, 2, 3, 4, then maybe that would help you if you kept strumming, but you just did a percussive strum. If that makes any sense, don't know if it does or not, but I'll just tell you this. 1, 2, 3. Well, I might take a train, might take a plane, but if I have to walk, I'm going just the same. I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna let me one. Lost my place, so that was an extra measure, but that's okay. We're going to go to the instrumental. 2, 3, 4. I didn't know what I wanted to do there, so I kind of screwed it up, and that's the way it goes here in OUJ land. 2, 3, 4. Now if I stay with that woman, know I'm gonna die. Gotta find a brand new baby, and that's the reason why I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. They got some crazy little women there, I'm gonna get me one. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. Now, 4th fret riff, she hit that A, so they've got some E7 crazy little women there, D7 whatever, I'm gonna get me one. Do this. Go to the OUJ action cam. There's the OUJ action cam. So you just hit your A, however you play your A, and you're going to slide your bottom part of your A is on the 3rd string. You're going to slide that down to the 4th string. Ha! And you're going to put your whatever finger is available down on the 4th fret. 1st string, 4th fret. So now you're playing an E minor 7 type shape. Open 4, and you're picking 3, 1, 3, thumb and index, third string, first string, 3, 1, 3. Moving the form to the third fret, 3, 1, 3. Second fret, now you're playing an E minor 7. Put your finger up to form your E7 and then an A. That's kind of fun. So again, you hit that A, slide down to the fourth, one more time with feeling. Hit that, let's do that whole line. They got some crazy little women there. I'm gonna get me one. And while you're saying one, you're sliding. One. Okay. Who's got questions? Who's on first? Do 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 do. And of course, you can, as time passes by, you hit that A, and you use that slide as your first note. So you do slide 1, 2, 3, 1, slide 1, 3. Let's do that last section just to close it out. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. Woo! That was crazy. That was nutty crazy. Let's do Johnny Be Good just for fun. Boom, boom. Stepping on chords all over the place. I just have so much fun here. This is why, Patty, see this? That was a setup. That was a total setup. That was so funny. And no trees were killed in whatever had just happened behind the computer. Oh, so funny. Let's try this. Let's try this. Do. H-I-J-K, we must be going backward. There it is right there. I can't believe it. Johnny Be Good. And we'll get, let's see, A7, you can probably remember that. If you can't, let me know. D, G, and A7 again. 3 chords. Let's think this through. D is now, it's in the key of D. D becomes your 1 chord. D, E, F, G. G is a 4. D, E, F, G, A. A is the 5, a 1, 4, 5 progression. Let's count out the intro. 1, 2, 3, 4 measures. G is 2 measures, that's 6. D is 2 measures, that's 8. A7 is 2 measures, that's 10. And D is 2 more is 12. Another 12 bar blues 1, 4, 5 progression. We don't finish with, like, if we were going to do the same format that we just did, then we would come back to A7, I think. We would do A7 twice at the end. No, we'd only do 1 measure of each. Do A7, D, there would be a couple of hits there of A7 at the end, I think. But anyway, I digress. So Johnny Be Good, I think, was our first song, blues song, maybe any song, where we did the slide. And we're just taking that D flat or 1110 and sliding it right into your D, your normal D shape. And that gives you kind of a Chuck Berry slide sound. Now, on the web, the World Wide Web, there are at least a dozen, if not 45, YouTube videos of how to do the Chuck Berry intro. They're all in tribute to Chuck Berry. A lot of them originated out of Back to the Future and Marty McFly. And so knock yourself out. You could study that for the next month and then come up with a really nice intro. We've never tried to do that. And I'm okay with saying we probably never will. One day, we'll have somebody show up at one of our jams who knows how to do that, and they'll play it, and they'll do the intro, and then we'll just jump in after it. But the slide, so you just press down on that first fret, and just push right through that first fret bar. You aren't trying to jump over it. You aren't trying to lift and separate and come back down again. You're pushing right through. And the same thing with your G. Take your G form, start it on the first fret. And then the A7 is kind of fun because your finger can just sit right off of the string and put it right down after your first strum. It's not quite a slide, it's a hammer. And then we do some stops. A7 stop. The word stop is indicative of what you might want to do at that point in the song. We'll do it nice and slow. 1, 2, and I'm kind of doing, if I can get my wrist loosened up, then I'll do down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. If I can't, it'll come out as an island strum. And both are going to sound pretty similar. 1, 2, 3, 4. You may remember going up the country, we turned some of those D's into D7s just to change it up. Deep down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, way back up in the woods among the evergreens, stood a log cabin made of earth and wood. Lived a country boy named Johnny Be Good, who never ever learned to read or write so well. He could play the guitar just like a ringing a bell. Go, 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 Johnny, go, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Johnny Be Good used to carry his guitar in a gunny sack, sit beneath the tree by the railroad track. One engineer could see him sitting in the shade, strumming to the rhythm that the drivers made. People passing by would stop and say, oh my, but that little country boy can play. Go, 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 Johnny, go, go, go. 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 Johnny Be Good. His mother told him someday you will be a man. You will be the leader of a big old band. Many people coming from miles around. Hear you play your music till the sun goes down. Maybe someday your name gonna be in the lights, saying Johnny be good tonight. Go, 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 go. Go, Johnny, 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 go, go. Johnny be good. You know, we do that G slide where we hit the G, then we move back to the first, the G flat, and then move it in. So we could finish this off the same way. Do the D, and then hit the D flat and move it right back in. How would that sound? Let me see. Go, go, Johnny, go, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Johnny be good. That sounds pretty good. I may rewrite that at some point. So I need to redo this sheet, and I need to redo Kansas City. I can't believe it. I swear, just for those of you tuning in late. We have a sheet of Kansas City done correctly with the dots, but oh well, that's that. Any questions on that? The D slide, the A7, G slide. You know, of course, your D, you could do the shuffle. And so you have to go from D to B minor 7. So you wouldn't want to do D and then flatten out. You know, that'd be next to impossible. But you could do a 3-finger D and then just put your pinky down at the bottom. And then your G is, you do E minor. But to get that extra note on the G shuffle, you got to push out to the 5th fret, and that pulls all your fingers out. And I don't know if that sounds so good. That's why everybody loves the C shuffle. Because it's doable, that's why. Anyway, A7. Yeah, I think you would come down here on that second string, 2nd fret. I think that's how you do that, but we don't normally play it that way. That may be another reason why we started with the slide on this, because it's got a cool sound, and so we didn't have to try to figure out how to do the shuffle. Anyway, that may or may not be true. I may have made all of that up. Let's do the Rising Sun Blues. Since there are no questions, let's see if I can knock something over here. More ways of having fun. And let's see, that's got to be Rising Sun Blues. That's got to be way down there somewhere. Where the heck is that? Now, why did we jump that? Why didn't we do Move It On Over? Because once again, we're in the A, D, E7. And so we would just talk about all the same stuff again. So just apply everything that we just talked about, and the same riff and all that stuff. Do 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 do. And there's the Rising Sun Blues. Look at that. And what do we need to do there? We need to make that smaller is what we need to do. There is. So I'm not going to be able to sing the Eric Burden. There is part of it. Is that? No, that's, yeah, we could do something. Let's try something else there. There is. I might have to do that. Figure that out in a minute once we get started, won't we? There we go. You go over there, you go over there. There you go. So this is 3/4 time, mostly. Let's think about that for a second. So if we did thumb, down, up, down. That's 3 downs. That's the same as down, down, up, down, except the first strum is with your thumb. There is, yeah, I'm gonna have to go high on that. A house in New Orleans. So that sounds pretty good. Thumb down, up, down. What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with that. However, you know, the traditional was do 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 do, and that turns it into 6/8 time. And so maybe we'll do the overhead cam. Let's do that for fun. We haven't done that in 10 minutes. And so you would apply your thumb, assign your thumb to the top string, your index finger to the third string, your middle finger to the second string, and your ring finger to the bottom string. There are other ways to do this, but that's how I would do it. And if we mute all the strings, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So that's 6 notes, or now we've turned our 3/4 song into a 6/8 song. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Nice and slow. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. And I've assigned my pinky if you're using a soprano or a words, Bob. If you're using a smaller sized ukulele, maybe you can wrap your pinky around the corner, but that pulls my hand away from the strings too far on this tenor. So I've assigned my pinky just to steady my hand, keep my fingers in the same place, find a nice place that I'm comfortable with, and just do 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now that's the world at large. That picking pattern is 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. If you're a Cynthia Lynn devotee, then you know she likes a number from the top. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Nobody else in the world does that. But if you are a huge fan and that's how you learned, then God bless you. Go with your bliss. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So then it would be like this, and I'll do it nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Except it's 3/4 time, so I only have to go 1, 2, 3. There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun. E7 sus4, you're just pushing your index finger over on top of your other fingers. So all fingers now on the 2nd fret. And if we're strumming that, we're strumming E7. Over the top, E7, E7 sus. If we're picking it, it sounds, you know, the picking, of course, sounds really sweet. And if you practice that a little bit, I think you'd really love playing this song or any song that's in 3/4 time and turning it into a 6/8 song where you get 6 beats to the measure and the 8th note gets the beat. I think you'd really enjoy that. So probably won't try to do that all the way through. Maybe at the end with the instrumental. Just for fun, I might try and do that, but we'll just go through it. You get to the end of each verse and you gotta know I'm one. Now, I just do 4 E7s. That's totally arbitrary. You could do 1, you could do 3 in a rest, do whatever you want to do there. I just picked 4 because it feels right to me. And I used to really jam that out. But now I kind of like doing a thumb strum there. Totally up to you, of course. Particularly if you're picking it, I think you're going to want a softer finish to each verse. Okay, questions. Who's got questions? Who has questions? Let me get off of this. Nobody's got questions.
So, I,
Go ahead,
okay, I have a question.
please.
Which echoes?
Well, it's going to echo because I can't find my original sound off button.
Oh. Each measure is like 3 beats, but that we did 6 is one measure.
Go ahead and mute yourself and let me try and answer. So, as written, each measure is 3 beats, and that's just down, down, down. Except I, of course, love the thumb strum for the first down. When you're picking it, if you've got to jam 6 notes into those 3 beats, then you are no longer doing 3/4 time with quarter notes. You're doing 6 beats of 1/8 notes. And so you're doing 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and where every one of those is an 1/8 note. Sounds like a percolating Maxwell house. So hopefully that answered your question. Where is that? Like, why did I know it's here somewhere. I don't know where. Video. It doesn't come up on my little microphone. Switch to phone. No. I don't know how you do that once you start sharing. I don't know. I'll figure that's a good assignment for me is to figure out how to do that once somebody asks a question and I've already got my original sound on, how I turn that off just to chat for a moment. So sorry about that. Ready, set, go. See, if you go ready, set, go, then that's your 1, 2, 3, and we don't have to worry about counting. Ready, set, go. There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time that he is satisfied is when he is on a drunk. Oh, mother, tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. I got one foot on the platform, the other foot on the train. I'm going back to New Orleans to wear the ball and chain. Well, there is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. That extra E7 on that second last line, that's an OUJ special add-on. That's icing on the cake is what that is. Oh my goodness. That's fun. That's fun revisiting that picking pattern. Hit the Stray Cat Blues. We ain't doing that. I'll tell you that right now. Kansas City, here I come. Doo-doo. Standing on the corner, 12th Street and Vine. Dear. Mama, where's your children? Mama, where's your chord charts? Oh, Mama, where's your chord charts? Not to do. Why would I bury my chord charts? Oh, I know why. That's silly. Okay, I get it. Because San Francisco Bay Blues is not a loose sheet. It was in the original OUJ volume 1, 2, 3 songbook. I know. Show us the chart, Bob. Show us the chart. I know. Not to do what they have done. This was another one I was gonna, Gonna, is that really a word? Nobody needs to answer that. I was going to redo this chord chart at some point, but see, that's going to make a really good noise when that thing falls. Because we do this thing with C, C major, C7 in several different places, but in one place, let's see, where is it at? Brand, me another brand new. Yeah, in some places it's C, C major 7, C7, and in one place it's just C major 7, C7. And you got to really, you have to slow down for each one of those to make sure you're reading it right and you play it right. So I was going to make all of those the same at some point, but never got around to it. So this is what it is, which is a really nice chord chart. Thank you, San Jose Ukulele Club. When my wrist loosens up, I like down, down, up, down, up, down, up. kind of fits this song, I think. Second line of the intro. So it's down, down, or down, down, up on C. And then you hit C again. C major 7, C7. So down, down, up, down, 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 A7. Let's do that second line of the intro. F, nice and slow. F, C, down, down, up, down, down, down. And then that G7 on the second beat, let's think, or the third beat, you start the lyric of the first verse. So I got the blues. Yeah, I think it's the start of the third beat. I got the blues from my baby by the San Francisco Bay. Yeah. So that's the trickiest part, is that 2 beats of C and then a third beat of C. And jumping from that C7 up to A7, boom, boom. That's your acoustic moment. How about that? You can slide that D7 anytime you want to. And then if you go to, what is that, like, so there's the first verse, the third line, fourth line. The second verse is I haven't got a nickel, that's the fifth line. She don't come back, that's the sixth line. 2 lines up from the harmonica kazoo instrumental thing. If she ever comes back to stay, it's gonna be another. You don't have that extra beat of C. Be another brand new day. And so that's what I would have changed all of those sections to, because that just feels right. Down, down, up, major, C7, A7, A7, C7. That should give you a nice migraine. And then in the instrumental, you have that extra beat of C again on that second line of the instrumental. So that's your trickiness quotient for the day. And then what happens? Oh yeah, so the second verse says verse 2. I thought I haven't got a nickel and I ain't got a lousy dime was the second verse, but for whatever reason, they call that second half of the sheet verse 2. And all of a sudden it's 2 beats each. Sitting down looking from my back door. So you're doing all the same stuff you've been doing. You do a nice 4-beat G7 in the instrumental, the last measure of the instrumental, G7. Then all of a sudden it's sitting down looking from my back door, wondering which way to go. That wondering which way to go is again a down, down, up on C, and then 2 beats on F. Wondering which way to go. And then you're back to this third line. We could slow that down every time we get to it to make sure we get it right. I think that's what I'll do. I'll slow it down. It'll be, think I'll catch me a freight train, 'cause I'm feeling blue. Yeah, I'll slow that line down every time we get to it. And that's what we'll do there.
You know that part? It looks
Sorry?
like
Sorry again?
it looks like 5 beats to me.
It looks like that if you count each of those chords as a single beat. If you play it as 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, then two of them are an eighth note or half a beat, and one of them's a full beat. So you can make it fit. Let's see. Be another brand new day one, down, down, up, down and down, down and down, down, 3 and 4, boom. You gotta count two of them as an eighth note. And I don't care which two, frankly. But if you slow it down, you can play them as whole notes if you wanted to. To be another brand new day. Or half notes. Be another brand new day. And we're going to slow it down, so it'll be something like that. But no, that is exactly what it looks like. So you have to figure out, okay, they put it into a 4-beat measure. How are they playing that? And so you go back to the recordings and listen to other people play it and sing it and say, okay, that's how they're doing that. I see. Do, 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 do. And so it's eighth, eighth, or it might be eighth, quarter, eighth. Do, 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 boom. That's probably what it is. Not to get too far into the weeds, we'll just play it for fun. That's what we'll do. Good question, good point. You guys ready? I'm ready. I'm totally ready. We're almost on time. I need to start making stuff up. Let's play this song. Now we do get to count to 4. Or we could say ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Slowed it down, speed it back up. I got the blues from my baby, left me by the San Francisco Bay, ran out of breath. The ocean liner's gone so far away. I didn't mean to treat her so bad. She was the best girl I ever had. Said goodbye, she liked to make me cry. Wanna lay down and die. Haven't got a nickel, ain't got a lousy dime. She don't come back, think I'm gonna lose my mind. If she ever comes back to stay, it's gonna be another brand new day. Walking with my baby down by the San Francisco Bay. Speed it up. Speed it up. Sitting down looking from my back door, wondering which way to go. Woman I'm so crazy about, she don't love me no more. Think I'll catch me a freight train, 'cause I'm feeling blue. Ride all the way to the end of the line, thinking only of you. Meanwhile, living in the city, just about to go insane. Thought I heard my baby Lord, the way she used to call my name. If she ever comes back to stay, it's gonna be another brand new day. Walking with my baby down by the San Francisco Bay. Walking with my baby down by the San Francisco Bay. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, walking with my baby down by the San Francisco Bay. That is only one beat on that C. Down by the San Francisco Bay. Ha! That was almost flawless, except for the flaws. Cut that out. Get that thing out of here. Get that cord out of here. I keep stepping on my cord. Let's close out with Shim Sham Shimmy, which is 12. Oh, that's a good noise. Yeah, that's a good noise. That's why you don't want to step on your cord, because then you make all those amp noises. 12-bar blues and with the shuffle. Let's close out with the shuffle. Going out strong with the blues shuffle. And it just shows you, what do we got? Evil Gal Blues in C. We've got Sweet Home Chicago, Blues Shuffle in C. We got Ain't Nothing But was it Hound Dog that we played? Yeah. Never Been a Rabbit in C. And just the variety of lyrics that people have attached to this 12-bar blues C shuffle. And just to a quick refresher, your C A minor shuffle is you're clamping down on that C, never letting go, and then your A minor gets applied on, or top string, second fret, gets applied on second beat and the fourth beat. And with a nice little strum, and a nice little count, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And likewise, your F D minor, you start with your F. Second, you add your D note or form a D minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, or with a nice little strum. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And your G7 sus shuffle is you're just sticking your pinky out there on that first string third fret, or adding a C note to your G7, 2, 3, 4, unless you do the shuffle that I like, which is instead of coming back with your pinky on that fourth beat, you remove your ring finger from the bottom of your G7. So that's kind of fun. Totally up to you. So that's 4 beats, 1, 2, 16 beats of C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 beats of F. Back to C for 8. 4 of G7, 4 of that F, 4 of that a C. And we can do the G7 to G7 sharp to giant G7. So that's G7. Take that form and just push all 3 fingers forward 1 fret. So now you're playing open 3, 2, 3. and then push them all forward again, but you're going to push your outer two fingers all the way to the 5th fret. So now you've got open 5, 3, 5. But they've stayed on the same strings. They all move together on the first move, and they poof out on the second move. So you finish with 2 or 4 beats of C. Nice. Everybody ready? We're going to start with that first verse. 1, 2, 3. Well, shim, sham, shimmy. Shim, sham, shimmy. I think it's a euphemism. Shim, sham, shimmy. Shim, sham, shimmy. Shim, sham, shimmy. Shake it all night long. Oh, well, you take your gal and I'll take Sue. Well, I'll be happy when we get through. Shim, sham, shimmy. Shim, sham, shimmy. Shim, sham, shimmy. Shake it all night long. Now I realize that I have been doing the extended shuffle, which is C, 2nd beat with your A minor, 3rd beat up there on that 3rd fret of the top string, and then back to C A minor. So it's one, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the F, I've been poofing out to F7. So D minor, then F7, back to D minor. G7, I ain't been doing nothing I didn't already talk about. That's what we say. 2, 3, 4. Well, ride, Sally, ride. Wipe your weeping eye. Put your hand on your hip. Let your backbone slip. We're gonna shim, sham, shimmy. Let's go. Shim, sham, shimmy. Ow, shim, sham, shimmy. Shake it all night long. That wasn't terrible. 2, 3, 4. Take off your tie. Hang on to your skirt. Get right down low. Way down in the dirt. We're gonna shim, sham, shimmy. Well, shim, sham, shimmy. Lord, shim, sham, shimmy. Shake it all night long. Oh, shake it, boys. Hold your backbone steady. Let your belly go round and round. Take your time, baby. Reach on down. You better shim, sham, shimmy. Let's go. Shim, sham, shimmy. Ow, shim, sham, shimmy. Shake it all night long. Turn your light down low. Roll the rug way back. Doing that shimmy till I break my back. Oh, shim, sham, shimmy. Shim, sham, shimmy. You gotta shim, sham, shimmy. Shake it all night long. Oh, shake it, boys. Well, shim, sham, shimmy. Shim, sham, shimmy. Shim, sham, shimmy. Shim sham shimmy. Shim sham shimmy. Shake it all night long. Ow! That's a shim sham shimmy. I'm gonna stop sharing right there, and then I'm gonna find that. Where's the original sound there? Ah, there, I turned my original sound off. Now we can actually talk for a moment. There's Kathy and Jim. What's happening? How's your hand, Jim?
It's working pretty well, Bob. It's not perfect, but it's working.
Not bad. Did they do cortisone?
Hey, yes. No, I'm off steroids forever. Never again.
But is that what they did to it?
No, they didn't do anything.
I saw you wrapped it.
I just wrap it. That's all I do.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Ice arnica.
Okay, that was our medical report, everybody. Thanks for listening. But anybody else? How we doing? Hey, Barbara. We all good? Everybody good? Everybody gonna go play Shim Sham Shimmy? Yeah, okay, all right. All right, I'm gonna turn off the, what is this thing called? It's called a recording.